Welcome to the Cover 2 podcast. This is episode 9. I'm Lewis.
I'm Evan.
So we had a good week of football this week, I thought. A lot of competitive games in the 1 o'clock slate. A lot of nice primetime games. Ugly injury on Monday. Monday night was the Seahawks-Cardinals, right? Right?
No, that was Cowboys.
Cowboys. Sorry, Cowboys-Cardinals. So Commanders
Seahawks was Sunday night.
Yeah, so tough injury there. Tough couple injuries this weekend, but overall, a really good week of football. Really competitive, really exciting.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, even though my team got.
Yeah, I'll say for a bit of a homer pick. Obviously, our teams both lost. His loss was kind of like, not necessarily expected, but it was definitely a bit more disappointing than he would hope for. I don't even know what to say for my team. I'm wearing a Calvin Johnson jersey because I don't really have anybody to root for. I don't know. It's just like.
Weird.
I'll talk about my team very quickly. It's just weird. Again, we talk about the NFL being weird, and I know my team doesn't look good. It really am struggling with our offensive coordinator and the play calling. I really miss Ben Johnson and his offensive creative mind. We just look out of sync, and when you have a hurt and bruised defense, that's where your phenomenal historic offense last year needs to step in, and it's not. And I don't know who to blame. I don't know if it's I don't know. I don't like our play calling. I don't like the decision making. Like when we have a 4th and 2, not to be easy because I'm not a coach. I don't really know. But for me, there's no universe where I'm not going to give the ball to Amon-Ra, Sam Laporta, or Dave Montgomery. Amon-Ra and Laporta never seem to drop the ball, and Dave Montgomery is the most hustle, grit, Detroit Lion player, down to a T. When you think the Detroit Lions and what they stand for, it is Jared Goff and Dave Montgomery. I'm not saying the other ones don't. They all represent the Lions. But when you think of a grit, hard-working, determined player, you think of Jared Goff and Dave Montgomery. And we just, a 4th and 2, and we throw a fade route to Slaw. I don't know.
Second week in a row, you've done it on 4th down.
Again, I don't know. The whole game just felt like we had no chance from the beginning against the Vikings, against the J.J. McCarthy Vikings. Losing an upset hurts, and then double whammy when it's division. I don't know. Maybe you can see a different side of it from just a homer pick. I know you watched the game.
No,
too.
it looks. I was at his house. We watched it together this week. It was like a coin. It feels like a coin flip every week, whether you guys look like a winning football team or a team that's just not good enough.
Right.
Like the Buccaneers week was. It was just a random success story. It feels, and that defense wasn't very good. Like when you talked about then, you're like our offense should be dominating,
right?
And we only
with how
28.
phenomenal our backup third string defense was playing. We should have won by 60. And then we have a nice bye week after a pretty gritty win. You're like, okay, let's just get right back on track, get that offense back to where they should be. And then they just come out flat off a bye week. And that's just been the tale of the Lions for the last couple of years, just coming off bye weeks with just really bad losses. And the problem I have is not necessarily losses are losses, that's fine. Even losses happen to teams you're not supposed to lose to. But with the schedule we have kind of coming up, it just didn't feel like a game we really should have lost or could afford to lose. We have the Eagles coming up, the Cowboys, we have the Packers, we have the Bears, we have
the Vikings need to be a win
Giants
there.
is in there.
Just because the Vikings aren't they're not supposed to be a top team, really.
No,
honestly.
No,
especially with JJ's first year, and he doesn't. It's not that he looks bad to me. I don't think he looks good, but
I hate JJ.
And his stats aren't very great, obviously, but stats aren't everything. He pulls out the wins, and the refs were a little questionable. I'll say that. I know you don't want to, and you're not going to blame it on that because you guys look dud and flat.
I'm usually not one to.
It's the play calling for me, in my opinion.
Play calling was painful,
and the defense is just dead. So,
yeah, it just felt like a very dull game. It's just a very constantly frustrating game. Felt like nothing could really go our way, and it's just not fun to watch as a fan. So, obviously you have those losses that are respectable losses, and then you have ones like that, and it's just
From an outside perspective, it was at least a good game. I know you guys lost, but
we kind of made a weird fight at the end there, but it just I don't know. The fact that you have to fight and need a prayer against the Vikings is we're trying to be Super Bowl contenders. We're paying all these people money, we just with the re-signing of Aiden Hutchinson and all these awesome things. We're paying all these incredible players money. And not getting I know it's not immediate results. It is the NFL. You're not supposed to win it. You don't win every single game that you're supposed to win. You don't lose everyone you're supposed to lose, or else betting would be easy. Obviously, we talk about.
Or else we wouldn't be talking.
We talk about any given Sunday. Yes, I understand any given Sunday, but it's
more than ever this year.
Yeah.
We talked about it earlier. It keeps being true.
It's just, I don't know, just disappointing, just very deflating. So I'll leave it at that. With the Giants,
Giants game. I mean, I expected to lose. I did pick the Giants and pick them because there was that little fleeting hope that maybe we're going to be competitive like we were a couple weeks ago. But with all the injuries, our defensive coordinator's got to be terrible, probably the worst. Our defense is almost the worst in football.
I think your coach is pretty bad too.
Yeah, no, I think coaching is probably. Obviously, Jackson Dart's looked really good. So, and everyone attributes that to Dable because of his success with Josh Allen in the past. So they probably will keep him, but I think he should go. I think it's same thing with Daniel Jones. We gave him 6 years to realize that he's a terrible quarterback for us, and with Dable, it's going to be the same thing. It's been 4 years now, and obviously we had the playoff year, which I attribute more to him, Dable, than I do to Daniel Jones. But I don't know. Our offense is like, it feels like we're relying on Jackson Dart to make those out of position, out of play, like scrambling passes, scrambles, obviously, and we're relying on his talent more than our play calling, and that's a problem.
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's not anything I didn't expect. We're gonna probably win 3 games this year now because we're so injured and our defense is terrible.
Yeah.
We're gonna be a team to keep track of for fantasy in terms of offensive players because our offense is pretty decent. It's probably middle of the road in the NFL, but Jackson Dart's a good player, and our skill position players can be valuable for fantasy.
Yeah.
But otherwise, we won't win many games this year, which is kind of okay.
With that being said, we're still excited to go to our game. We're absolutely stoked for our game coming up, even if the Giants aren't as good as we thought. And we should, again, same thing we talk about.
Anything's possible.
We talk about we should pummel them. When we go to that Lions-Giants
game
in a couple weeks from
it's
now,
going to be closer than we think.
The Giants should get pummeled. But I can't say that. I mean, every week I'm more confused about my team. So
our offense has enough playmakers, and now I think I say that now, and we're all injured. But Jackson Dart makes the difference. That's basically what I'm saying. Honestly, I'm not saying he's an elite quarterback yet because you can't say that, but he really is talented. Yeah. I think.
As for the rest of the league, like I said, it was some really good games. Obviously, the Bengals.
Goodness.
Bears game being phenomenal with just a lot of the onside kick. The Bengals, I mean, it really just shows how horrible that Bengals defense is. You heard there was a lot of reports with the Bengals, Jamar Chase and Chase Brown very much being vocal about
Chase
the fact
Brown was talking.
Oh, wow.
He was talking crazy.
And he's not really the one to be talking. It should be, if anything, T. Higgins and Jamar Chase are the ones should be saying the words. But they are just talking a lot about this is unbelievable. I mean, how do you score 42 points and lose the game?
One stop, bro.
One stop.
I've been there.
He just kept saying that.
Yeah.
And then obviously it's very fair frustration. I mean, at the end of the day, I think if you can't call it your own team, you're a bunch of babies. It's like, that's the God's honest truth.
They're real men playing for legacy. These are real people playing to win football.
Your defense let up 47 and your offense scored 42. What do you want to say? Hey, you guys gave a good effort? No,
that's kind of what their coach does. I don't like Zach Taylor. I don't know about you, but he's a hack. But regardless, I won't be too negative about it. But I agree totally. Like He said that he liked Jamar Chase's response better than Chase Brown's. That's what he said in the press conference. He was like, I like Jamar's response better.
One stop.
Yeah, that's all they needed. But
so there was that.
Bears look good. It's a Bengals defense that's the worst.
The Bears do look good, but I don't know. You can't.
Their defense should have done a lot better. Joe Flacco's played great football. Joe Flacco's like a top 10 quarterback in the league right now. I mean,
you look at teams that need to be competitive. For the Bears to be competitive, you can't be letting obviously the Bengals defense is very talented, but it's hard to win football games like that.
I mean, you can't let up 42 to Joe Flacco, but Joe's he's hooping out there, man. He's playing great. The 40-year-old is hooping, but that was a great game. Down to the wire, onside kick, which we rarely see. The Broncos-Texans game was a close game.
Another game of teams really unfolding and showing their true colors. Like the Broncos, they're weird. I think they're showing that they can truly compete with anybody and that they're going to fight until the last whistle no matter what. I think they're showing how gritty they are. For them to make a deep run, I worry about their defenses there. Obviously, the Surtain injury is killer, but I definitely worry about their skill players. On offense, it just seems like Bo Nix is good. Don't get me wrong. He's a good player, but he's he's not the Josh Allen. Like when you don't have a phenomenal, skillful offense, you need that one player to take them to the next level.
Yeah.
And they just don't really have that. Which so sometimes
Correct.
you just have a bunch of good players that come together and make a great team. And I'm not saying they can't. It just feels like how much longer is it going to suffice for? With Courtland Sutton getting one catch a game, J.K. Dobbins like weirdly like okay,
A little
I don't
older.
like
It's
Troy
a lot of
Franklin.
Courtland Sutton's their guy, and he's kind of old. Respectfully, he's kind of old. J.K. Dobbins is older and has had 3 major season-ending injuries in his career.
Yeah.
I think he's had 2 ACLs and an Achilles injury.
Yeah.
And that's who they're relying on. And I totally agree.
Yeah.
They have a lot of young, talented guys on the wide receiver room, but it seems none of them are taking the step to really be that guy.
Right. And
You know,
And
you
then,
got Troy Franklin, Pat Bryant, rookie, and then you got Marvin Mims.
it does show they're going to fight though. They're going to fight no matter what.
Well-coached team.
And that's a
It's
really
the difference.
competitive division. So that'll be a fun one to see how it boils out. As for the rest of the league, I think a really Panthers.
Sorry, I don't know what you were going to say.
No, but Packers. Yeah, they said just teams are the Packers a really contender?
No.
You have to win. I said the same with us.
They're not.
Packers and Lions right now do not look like contenders after last week. The Panthers.
Yeah.
I mean, arguably the Packers' loss was worse than our loss. Arguably.
Yeah.
And they're very, very close, and they're very, very
I think-
close and pretty painful, pretty embarrassing losses.
I think we got to respect these teams that have sucked forever, like the Panthers, for example.
I can't
And-
respect the Panthers. I can't.
It's surprising. I can. I like
can't.
Bryce Young.
I
I like
can't.
Rico Dowdle.
I can respect Rico
I
Dowdle,
love Rico
but I
Dowdle.
can't respect
Bryce Young's good.
If you tell me the Panthers win a playoff game, I'd say you're out of your mind.
They probably don't. The NFC looks really good this year because I mean the Bears are better than them, I think. But I could see it. The Packers aren't a bad team. I think the Packers and the Broncos are very similar in terms of Bo Nix, Jordan Love, and to be honest, like Jordan Love was put on kind of a pedestal to make that leap to be an
And he's
elite quarterback, and he's not.
At
Him
all.
and Bo Nix are very similar.
Correct.
I think you could.
That is fair.
they're a
But
really
Bo Nix and
similar-
Jordan Love, those teams are very
They
similar.
can run, they can throw it a little bit,
Yeah.
but they don't really.
They both
produce
have
that
the
much.
one statement Micah Parsons and Surtain statement defender, and then same thing. You look at
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs is a very good player,
Absolutely.
but I mean you look at the wide receiver room for the
Same thing as the
Packers
Broncos,
and with the
you know
Kraft
what I mean?
injury,
so you have,
neither of them really have a standout stud on offense. So
you have Dobbs. Kraft was their stud, and now he's injured.
Kraft was
and he's
their
out
stud.
for the
I mean
year.
Jacobs is a stud, but he just looks slow out there. He
He
looks
does
slow.
look slow. We
He looks
mentioned
slow.
this. He looks slow, but yeah, he just,
You losing
he
to the
looks
Panthers,
slow.
and the Panthers don't have a good defense. They should eat that up. Josh Jacobs should eat that defense up.
It's one of the most confusing games I've seen in a while.
That's a lot of them were. I mean,
Yeah.
same thing. We look at the Colts who have been playing some phenomenal football, and the Packers defense or the Steelers defense really stood up and made him look uncomfortable all game.
We'll
He
see.
kind of just snowballed. He made a couple of bad mistakes, and he just seemed like he couldn't get his head back in the game.
That's what happens.
So
That's respectfully. That's what Daniel
I mean,
Jones
the
does.
same. We talk about the same thing with Jared
But we'll
Goff.
see.
Players like Jared Goff and teams like the Colts and the Lions have to play from ahead. They're not that talented of a team. The Lions are not that talented of a team. We cannot play. If you told me that the Buffalo Bills or the Chiefs
your offenses
or the Eagles came back from 20 or 14, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. If you told me that the Colts or the Lions came back from 14, I'd be like, no, we have to be ahead and we have to run play action offense and we have to have control. Daniel Jones needs Jonathan Taylor to. And that's the thing is Daniel Jones is a great quarterback and he's playing great football, but it's within his boundaries. I know I said he's playing great, and I still believe he's playing great, but it's within what the team is giving him. It's what the offense is offering him. The same reason with Brock Purdy when he was phenomenal, and the same reason with Sam Darnold last year with the Vikings. He played very, very, very good with what he was given. If you put him on any single team or any of those players on any single team, they're probably not going to be phenomenal on every team. You put Josh Allen, Mahomes, Lamar on any football team in the league, they are going to make a substantial difference on that team. They are phenomenal stud players. There are other quarterbacks who are great and are even better in the perfect, or I should say a good
a system
scenario.
that plays to their strengths.
Right. I mean,
It hides their
Daniel
weaknesses
Jones,
better.
with the situation Daniel Jones is given in Indianapolis, he is making the absolute best out of it. He is overperforming for what he was
Absolutely,
expected.
100% true.
Same thing with
Yeah, I
when
respect
Jared
that.
Goff came to the Lions. He's playing above what they expected.
Yeah,
Brock Purdy on the Niners.
Yeah, to give the Colts a little more credit because I don't want to just trash on Danny, but he did throw 3 interceptions.
He struggled, and he had a couple fumbles too.
Yeah, the only 2 games they've lost this year are pretty. You could almost say exclusively because of turnovers.
Right.
And that's it. They lost to the Steelers by 7, Same thing when they lost to the Rams by 7, and they had 6 turnovers against the Steelers, and they had at least 2.
I think
maybe 3
the
against
Steelers game was 10 times more ugly. The Steelers defense really showed up.
It's a fluke loss.
I wouldn't necessarily say fluke. I think maybe the Steelers defense is finally starting to get all the stars to play like they're stars. I think the Steelers defense is really. The Steelers defense is supposed to be phenomenal.
It should be really good. They got rid of Minka. That's part of the issue.
Well, Darius Slay.
But yeah. Darius Slay, Jalen Ramsey,
Porter,
TJ Watt, Cam Hayward. Yeah,
Porter. They are phenomenal players.
They should be a really good team, yeah. Especially that defense.
I think they're just trying to I think they're finally coming to their own. And I think that's another arguable one who's gonna win that division.
That's why, yeah.
A lot of people think we'll talk about that later.
Yep.
But yeah, so absolutely. As for last week, I don't really have much to say on that Bills-Chiefs game. Again, like you could say the Chiefs aren't as good. Every single year the Bills and Chiefs have played each other.
Doesn't
the
matter.
Bills win in the regular season. I think that game, I hate to say it, I think that game means absolutely nothing.
So, unfortunately,
it's horrible to say.
I agree.
It was at the Bills.
They're both going to be in the playoffs. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
What matters is when they get to the playoffs, who has home. It doesn't even matter who has home field advantage. Yep. The Chiefs averaged 34 points a game in the playoffs against the Bills.
Realistically, the
Bills have to stop them.
Thing that matters about that game is for the people in their division. Like the Broncos and Chargers are stoked that happened. The Patriots are like, oh, I wish the Bills had a loss against a good team. You know, that's really about it.
Patriots are a good football team.
Yeah,
when we get to our
Drake May making a couple of bad decisions to kind of keep the Falcons in that game because they outplayed the Falcons substantially.
Yeah,
and they kept them in it a lot longer than they should have. So
absolutely,
we'll talk about a few more teams when we go over our spread them out from last week. So before we abuse last week, we'll talk about our spread them out from last week. We'll talk about what this week has to offer, and then that'll kind of lead us right into fantasy.
Yeah, okay? Let's do it up.
So spread them out week 7.
So I lost this week.
Oh,
this was a terrible week for us.
If you're here to watch for credibility or like ball knowledge, we think we know ball. Yeah. Again, we've talked time after time about how this year is very weird. This week is a tough scene. I beat Louis this week 1-0.
0 points, boys. 0 points.
The only one I got right was Seahawks covering 2.5 against the Commanders.
Yeah, that Chargers-Titans game that was my Browns spread. I chose the Dolphins because I was picking my big upset of the week thing because I wanted to. Just really bad picks for me. And the Colts Steelers, I think. Did you just mention that? I don't know.
Yeah, we talked about how weird that game was too. Like the Steelers defense hasn't been playing very good. And then
all my players were wrong. Sad. I didn't do very good. I had a top 5. I had Jackson Dart was in the top 5, but that's not right. That's not why we played the game.
The Seahawks minus 2.5. Haven't really talked about them. Sam Darnold looks phenomenal. The Seahawks look.
Still think the Vikings made a mistake.
The Seahawks look like a true contender. I hate to say it. Their defense is playing phenomenal. Their offense is really coming into it. Besides, we still talked about last week, but still their run game looks a little shaky. And doesn't really have like a true somebody that's going to take over and be like, hey, again, you got to be a competitive Super Bowl team or a AFC Championship, NFC Championship team. You need to be sound in a lot of departments, and missing out on a sound run game is a huge one.
Yeah, no, I agree.
So
it's weird because I think Kenneth Walker is still a good.
Yeah, we talked about that.
I think he's a good football player. Yeah. I don't really know why. They're giving Charbonnet a lot more looks than Kenneth Walker, and it doesn't make sense.
They must know something we don't. Obviously.
Clearly not. Yeah. That's not working.
So,
anyway, Seahawks are great.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold.
So I beat them. It brings it to 4-2, and then we had 1 tie. So
yeah. So 4-2-1, 4.
I'm coming back.
All right, spread about week 8 for us. Week 10 for the league.
I'm probably going to go undefeated this week. I'm probably going to get everyone right, and everything's going to be great. And we're going to get back on track. We're going to talk about how we know football.
So we'll tie. Okay.
You're going to get one less. You're going to get one less.
All right, cool. So for my gold spread, I have Texans plus 1.5 against the Jags. I don't know why they're underdogs again.
CJ Stroud's out.
Oh, he got a concussion. I'm still going to take it, honestly. I don't really care. That defense is great. I think Trevor Lawrence is going to stink. Yeah, I'm gonna stick to it, honestly.
Yeah, big injury with CJ Stroud. That was kind of a dirty concussion. Hit.
I saw some arguments about it being a dirty hit because again, it's the old late slide thing.
And it is late slide thing.
He's diving towards the guy's legs late. Everything's late. It's a penalty. Period. It's a penalty, but it's unfortunate.
His head bounced like a basketball.
Yeah, no, it's a penalty. It's a bad hit.
So
but
plus
it's
1.5, even
unfortunate.
with the CJ Stroud injury, he's going to keep it.
I'm gonna stay,
Louis
yeah.
confident. So
I'm
I'm
gonna
already
stick with
beating him. Knowing that pick, it's already over.
Oh yeah. Well, who's your gold spread?
Seahawks minus 6.5 against the Cardinals.
Terrible decision.
It's easy.
Sam Darnold's throwing
It's
3
so
picks.
easy. Seahawks 6.5 against the Cardinals. Are you kidding me? They might win by 30.
They might lose by 30.
There's not a chance.
Jacoby Brissett,
be honest.
his second prime.
Come on.
To be honest, they should beat them by 10.
Fair enough.
But they won't.
That's why it's
but
a
they
good
won't
pick.
because you chose them. So silver spread, I have Patriots minus 2.5 against the Bucks. I'm kind of calling my shot here because the Bucks are coming off bye. I think.
Check that again. Check that game again.
It was. That's. I thought I might have misread.
So I thought I wrote something different.
Why'd you choose them to?
Yes.
Plus.
Right.
That's why.
Isn't that insane?
That's why. I would take Patriots minus 2.5.
Oh, same.
You know what I mean?
Same.
Well, regardless, so it's they're actually plus 2.5 for this game.
Which, for those of you who don't know that means instead of them being Vegas is saying instead of them winning, they're saying the Bucks are going to win.
The Bucks are favored.
That alone feels crazy. That the Bucks are favored. I know it's home, but there's a potential. We'll talk about that in fantasy, but there's a potential that Bucky Irving doesn't play.
He's not going to play. He's already ruled out.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is. I thought I just saw it this morning.
He just didn't go to practice today.
Yeah, he's not going to. Okay, it doesn't matter. He's not ruled out, but he's not going to play.
I'll go berserk if he doesn't play.
He's probably not going to play. Did they just came off a bye, right? Okay.
We'll talk about that later. The fact that the Patriots are not favored as a 7-2 football team playing great football against a not so incredible Bucks team who got just pummeled by us. They got owned by us. And then they didn't look – I mean, they beat the Saints because they're the Saints, but it wasn't like a dominating victory.
No.
And then they had a nice bye week. I guess maybe off a bye week. I have no idea.
It's just
that's my bronze
bye
spread,
week.
by the way.
No.
I did consider putting it higher, but for my bronze, plus 2.5 feels just free. I almost we said we would take them to win.
Yeah,
by
absolutely.
2.5.
I might. Yeah, we might talk about that later on Sunday.
That might have to be some potential U.S. dollars
be like
on that.
plus 150 probably or something around there.
Money line.
Anyway, or money line, yeah. So the Patriots are playing great football. Drake May looks awesome. He is an MVP candidate. It's inarguable. They're playing.
They don't really have any injuries.
Yeah, no, they're playing well. Booty.
That might be the most confident I am. I almost want to bring that back to my goal, but that feels.
You can switch it if you want.
I'm not going to, but. Come back here, I promise you. We have to say we know.
This is going to be our call of
this
the week.
is our call of the week. The Patriots
be.
are going to win by 2.5. Not plus 2.5, by 2.5.
Yeah.
I promise that.
3 or more. All right. Bronze spread. I have Ravens minus 4.5 against the Vikings. I think the Ravens are now making their stride. They're back healthier. Lamar's back. I was really surprised by their performance last week. They dominated. And
the Dolphins.
It was very not surprising to me. Again, like I said, the Dolphins had a chance. The Ravens look like a good football team again.
And I already talked about my bronze. So my silver is Eagles plus 2.5, plus 2.5 against the Packers. I think I just think they win the football game. If you told me who's going to win the Eagles or the Packers, seeing the last couple weeks, seeing how the Eagles are playing football, seeing how the Packers are playing football, the Eagles are the better team. So therefore, the Eagles are going to win.
So is it in Lambeau then? It must be. Yeah, that's why they're going to. Doesn't matter.
I just feel like
they're going to play.
They're just a better team.
They're just a better team.
Unfortunately for Louis' sake, but great for my sake.
Yeah. Do you want to do offense, defense next?
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right, offense. I have the Lions this week against the Dolphins. Commanders. Close enough. Commanders. Commanders' defense and team is washed. It's over.
Mm.
They're just like the Giants. Their season's over.
I don't even want to talk about the Lions anymore. I love that pick. Obviously, it's a homer pick. I think it's an incredible pick. We should absolutely torch them.
Mm-hmm.
If we don't get back on track this week, I'm very, very confident that we are not a Super Bowl contending team. That really hurts to say.
We'll see. Yeah.
So, I didn't go with them this week because it would kill me. I went with them last week. Obviously, did not work out well. I went with the Patriots to kind of go along with the plus 2.5. I just think a bruised and battered defense of the Bucs and the terrible secondary and overall, besides Vita Vea and Antoine Winfield, who really do they have? So I think, I think the Patriots really pulled together. Besides maybe the run game, but I think they'll just pass all over them. So
yeah, they got a couple good young guys. Henderson looked decent. Yeah. I don't know if
did they just get somebody wide receiver? No, Patriots. I thought they did.
No, but I know Shaheed went to the Seahawks. We might. We'll talk about that when we get.
We'll talk about the major trades at the end too. That's the big one we're going to talk about.
Oh yeah. Okay, so defense. I actually have the Panthers this week. I need to write down my matchups. This is
You should. I usually just
silly.
remember because I'm a ball knower. But
against the Saints. So yeah, Tyler Shuck is terrible. Obviously.
Horrible.
Also, that we didn't talk about that because it's the Saints, but like Spencer Rattler was not playing bad football. I thought. I don't think he's the reason they're losing football games. But I mean, he had a couple bad decisions, and then they bench him. Regardless, you're picking between terrible and terrible. You don't really have a good decision. But Tyler Shuck is really bad. Panthers defense looked really good against a Packers team that is definitely better than the Saints. So I'm kind of expecting another Saints like 6-point game, and I trust the Panthers defense more than you. I know you say they're terrible, but I don't know if that's true.
My best defense, great point. I liked it. I mean, the problem I only have with that is, yes, the Saints look horrible. Their offense is just horrible.
They traded Shaheed away.
They did trade Shaheed away, but it's like at the end of the day, it's still the Panthers. I don't know. It's just like the thing is, for what we're seeing is to have the best defense, you have to have a team that's going to hold the other team to probably about 15 or less is about usually what gets you best defense in the top 3, like get you a point at least. And I just see the Saints scoring a little more.
No chance.
I do.
I don't at all. I don't think they score 10 points.
Okay.
I mean that, dude, for real.
I actually
mean
it's
that.
funny you said it because I had them as my over. The Panthers Saints over 39.5.
It's a low over under. That's why I have it as the defense.
I
get it.
I think it's like a 20-21 game.
I don't know if they score.
I think it's just too little amount of points. I think the Panthers will show up.
7-23 or something stupid.
I think the Panthers will show up and score a lot of points, but I think the Saints just get some garbage time points in. It's enough for it's not best.
That
defense.
is possible.
That's I'm not saying the Saints have a good offense. They don't. They're horrible. But I just don't think the Panthers have at the end of the day, you need to have a good defense against a good matchup. And I feel like the Panthers defense is an okay defense against a really good matchup. So I feel like the garbage time is enough where the over is going to hit and they're not going to be the best defense.
Okay.
My best defense is the Browns against the Jets.
Jets. Good choice.
Just feel, again, phenomenal defense against a horrid offense.
Goodness.
And now they had traded some of their key defensive players away. So therefore, when I say that, the Brown offense should be more on the field is of my mindset behind it.
The Jets are bad. Wow, it hurts to watch.
And they dumped everybody. We'll talk
it
about
really
that
hurts to watch it. I'm not going to lie. I would be gutted if I were a Jets fan. I would be gutted.
Yeah.
For real.
And
I'd be gutted.
So I had a few friends that talked about it. They were actually happy with one of the trades they made and then more upset about the other one. So.
The 2 first is...
Yeah, we'll get there.
Anyway, okay, so my over-under, I have the Steelers-Chargers game. Another one of those sneaky. I know you're saying the defense is picking it up for the Steelers a little bit, especially against the best offense in the league in the Colts. They did a really good job. Mainly takeaways, but I mean, whatever. They're turning, yeah. So, and the Chargers defense has been really questionable. So it's kind of a lower over-under than I thought it was going to be. So I kind of see the opportunity, and the offenses are going to score.
Agree. I think that's a good pick. I think both offense. I think the Chargers offense is better than the Steelers offense.
I agree. Yeah.
But I think they both will score 23, 24 points. Yeah. And I think that's enough for the over.
Yeah, 27, 23 or something like that. Yeah, 24, 23 gets it there. So now we have our QB, running back, wide receiver. So for my quarterback, I'm going Jackson Dart again because there's nobody else. So he's going to run for like 50 yards and he'll throw 2 touchdowns against the Bears, and a Bears defense who clearly is not very good.
Nope. I'm going to kind of tag along with my best offense and the +2.5 and Drake May. I think Drake May. I don't think their run game is very good, so I think they're going to win, but it's going to be enough where they can just keep throwing the whole game. Like it's not going to be a game where they absolutely blow them out. I think they're going to score a lot of points, but I think the Bucs will also score a fair amount of points to the point where they need to keep throwing. I can imagine it be like I'm hoping like for my picks to be right. I'm hoping like a Patriots in the 30s. Bucks in the mid to high 20s is what I'd say.
You could see easily a 30-point fantasy performance from Drake May.
I like
a rushing touchdown and 3 passing touchdowns.
I'm pretty happy about the pick. I'm excited for it. I think it's not just the typical obviously like Josh Allen against the Dolphins and Lamar against
which is fun.
Whoever. It's like all right, let's go a little weird.
Yeah,
so, Drake
I
May.
like it.
Drake May's my pick.
It's a great pick. My running back, I have James Cook, Bills against the Dolphins. Dolphins defense is the worst run defense. Well, sorry, the Giants defense is the worst run defense, but the Dolphins are second. James Cook is elite, electric running back, and yeah, I think he's just going to take it.
I'd say really good pick, but it's super lame. I went Rico Dowdle against the Saints.
Dowdle, yes.
Again, I could go Bijan.
We both
I
got
can
a
go
pick-
Jonathan
Dowdle
Taylor.
pick,
I
though.
can go Achan. I can go James Cook. I'm going Rico Dowdle to go berserk against the Saints.
Rico.
Again,
Rico's fine.
last week I went lame. I went the super easy picks and not a single one hit. So like, why not? At the end of the day, this is a super hard category to pick. So
Yeah.
pick with your gut. My gut says Dowdle.
Rico. My wide receiver is Amon-Ra St. Brown in that Lions game against the Commanders secondary that is probably bottom 3 in the league. I'm not sure. I don't know the stats for sure, but I know they're terrible. And the Lions offense will have a turnaround game, even if I think they're away, right? You're playing at Commies.
Commanders, yeah, because that was a game I debated on going to as well.
Oh, yeah, that would have been fun. Well, yeah, I think you're going to cook them by.
It would have been a lot cheaper now.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I'll make a quick trip.
Yeah, right? Quick trip. Good call. Yeah, Amon-Ra cooking.
Easy enough.
2 touchdowns.
I went with a bit easy pick too. I went JSN against the Cardinals. Again, you saw what. CD and Pickens didn't have a phenomenal game, but I think it's because the Cowboys just made so many terrible decisions. But obviously, if they were on the field more often, I think they would have kept picking them apart. So I see JSN going berserk against them, even with the pickup of Rashid Shaheed and maybe Cooper Kupp still out. I still think he goes insane because he's one of the best wide receivers in the league.
Shaheed's just going to help him, in my opinion.
I agree.
They don't do the same thing. They do other things.
Freeze him up a little more.
Jason is
awesome.
Amazing. He's really good. Good football player. All right.
Yeah, so that leads us into next week with fantasy. I lost to Louis this week in fantasy. I ended up trading Stevenson for Kamara kind of straight up. The reason for that, honestly, it's kind of bum for bum. The reason I did it was because of who Kamara plays in the playoffs. He has a phenomenal playoff schedule. If he gets there, he might retire before then.
They should have traded him. I don't know why they didn't. You trade Shaheed instead. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kamara looks pretty
horrible.
Tough. Especially with Chuck now. Rattler, again, I think was the better quarterback for offensive output for that team. So it's weird that they went to Chuck. They're just full tanking.
They're horrible.
And they should trade Kamara. I don't know why.
When you have a running back and an okay running back and a horrible team, man, and that's starting as your RB2, you're in a tough scene. I have Montgomery as well, so I could bump Kamara off, but I don't really have a great flex option to fill him because Pearsall won't come back. Bucky Irving could be out another week. The problem I'm having is I was going to talk to you about this. Is I'm in this weird spot where I feel as though my wide receivers are too good to trade. I have Amon-Ra and Jackson Smith and Jigba.
You can't trade those.
Whoever I trade for them, I feel like I'm not going to get enough for them. I'm trading.
Do not trade those players.
What else am I going to? I don't know what to do. I can't. And Waddle's not valuable enough to get. I need a Jacobs. I need a Taylor. I'm not going to get those people, but I need a Dowdle. I need a good running back. I am sick of having bums and injured players. To win the championship, I need to make a move, and I don't know what to do.
So Bucky will be back later in the season. If he's not back this week, he will be back.
He was supposed to be back 4 weeks ago.
Well,
he wasn't even supposed to go on IR.
He's healing right now, clearly. So he will be back this year.
I would rather have a person who snaps their ankle, so that way I know I have to make a move.
He will be back this year.
This whole
the thing is, you're not missing the playoffs.
Crap.
You're not going to miss the playoffs, bro.
No, but
that's why I'm like,
waiting.
You can wait for Bucky Irving to come back. When Bucky Irving comes back, what's your team? That's why what I'm asking. So who's your other running back with Bucky?
Either Montgomery or Kamara.
Okay, yeah, that's obviously a problem.
Tough scene.
You know what I mean? It's that's a problem. Kamara had a really bad week, so it's bleak. But there's not really anything behind him. So we'll see how it develops. And you said they have a good playoff schedule. That does matter.
It does, but even if he gets there, if they decide to split backs with Neal by then, what good does it do me?
Unlikely, but it could
happen. They have a terrible offense. He can have the best playoff schedule ever. But if they are a horrible team, it does not matter.
I mean, we'll see what happens with Shaheed gone. Things change. You just got to wait and see.
It's like having Tony Pollard.
Yeah, exactly.
Very similar. Tony Pollard can have the best matchups, but he's still going to score 11. It just doesn't matter. Yeah. Kamara's not good. He hasn't even scored a touchdown this year, I don't think.
Monty.
Which is criminal.
Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
You can't trade Amon-Ra St.
I'm so sick of getting to the playoffs just to lose year after year after year.
I don't know. I mean, if you wanted to trade, if you're going to trade somebody, you trade Amon-Ra. You don't trade JSN.
I agree. I still can't.
And you try to trade JSN or Amon-Ra for a running back because you are really committed to wanting a running back that's elite. I mean, you have Bucky Irving; he will be back for the playoffs when it matters. I just hope so. You want somebody else?
I went back and forth with myself with just sitting and waiting. But
great tight end.
I just don't. I don't know. Like I said, I've been going back and forth. Do I just wait? And I can wait, and I can just keep losing, and I can get into the playoffs being 7-5, and that's fine. I mean, as long as I'm in the playoffs, it doesn't matter. I have a 99% chance to make the playoffs. But God forbid I get there, and then Kamara has now went from a 12-point per game guy to a 9. Montgomery, I don't know. Whatever happens,
Monty's too choppy to rely on.
And Bucky's still hurt.
Yeah.
Yay! So I have phenomenal wide receivers for nothing. For nothing. It doesn't matter. If you don't have in the playoffs, if you don't have a sound team that's projected 15, just about every player is projected 15, you're probably not winning.
Okay, yeah.
I should say when you average everybody out,
yeah,
it should be about 15, 16, 17.
I'm not a big projections guy, and I've never really been a big projections guy. I don't really like the big happy number doesn't matter to me, in my opinion. It doesn't matter. I just beat you. You were projected 130. I scored 134 because of matchups. I had a great matchup week. DJ Moore went crazy.
Yeah,
I have great matchups week. That's what matters.
You need those players that can break out. Kamara can't. He still can. If it's not projections, it's potential. David Montgomery splits carries.
I get it.
Kamara is horrible. There's no potential there. There's nothing.
I mean,
Jalen Waddle is a 14 projected. He has 25 potential. He has 30 potential.
Yeah.
If you told me David Montgomery and or Kamara scored 20, I'd say I wish.
I mean, I get what you're saying. I get it. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, my team's terrible, but I'm still winning because I still found a way to win this week. I just don't. I just don't want you to panic, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
I'm not trying to panic. I
just want you to panic.
I've waited a lot longer than I usually do.
I just wouldn't trade him on or Jason. I just wouldn't do it. I just can't imagine that's the play.
I wish I was in a spot where I had receivers that I could be okay getting rid of. The problem is I'm in this tough spot where I feel like I can't get rid of anybody, but I also don't have the depth to get anybody. I'm in this tough gray area spot.
You're telling me, brother. I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel.
You're not going to win. If there was a time where I was like, I'm not going to win, I'm just going to do everything I can to win a championship. That's fine, but I can win.
We'll see.
I don't have a good enough team right now to win.
We'll see what happens when we get to the playoffs. I don't think I'm out of it. I never think I'm out of it.
You're definitely out of it.
Okay.
You can't win.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. That's all I got to say.
I mean, I'm not trying to root against you. I'm not saying
no. I understand what you're saying.
Talent thing. You've been dealt the worst hand, and it's hard to win a poker hand with the worst hand.
We'll see what happens. Who knows?
Okay.
I mean, there's been people we've ruled out early in the season the last few years, and they've come over and win because they got a surprise player later in the season. We'll see. You play the whole season for a reason. We play the whole season for a reason. We'll see what happens. I can't make any trades. My team's pretty much locked in the way it is. I don't have any opportunity to make trades.
Do you want to tell the viewers your team?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
This is the team he thinks he can.
I mean, no, I'm saying anything's possible. If the Bears offense looks good, and I have 2 players on the Bears offense, and DJ Moore's targets are increasing as he's getting healthier. I know Monangai is better. Yes, has gotten better. Yes, and Swift is injured currently, but we'll see. I still don't think whatever. We just believe things differently. Regardless, my team is Dak or Jackson Dart. It's probably gonna be Jackson Dart the rest of the year out until his bye week, and then it'll be Dak, which is fine. He's got a good matchup there. So it's Dak, then it's Swift, and I have Jackson Dart, DeAndre Swift, Chase Brown, DJ Moore, Garrett Wilson, Kincaid, Shakir, and Slayton currently. I have Pickens on bye. That's why. So my starting lineup would be Dart, Swift, Moore, Brown. Sorry, Brown is the running back. DJ Moore, Garrett Wilson, George Pickens, Shakir, Kincaid, and then Texans. Texans or Rams defense. Now, obviously, I know you're.
I'm not saying you're not a bad team. You're an 8th seed. You're a 7th seed. And I'm not saying.
We'll see. We always
say once you make the playoffs, you can win.
That's what I'm saying.
You have those teams that are the powerhouses.
Yeah, you have Jettas, Jamar Chase. You have all these elite, talented players that are there. And I'm just saying that if Chase Brown makes the turn, if Garrett Wilson is now the only offensive player that is of any value, and their defense is getting even worse, they're going to have to throw the ball, and they target him 15 times a game. George Pickens has potential to break out with good matchups in the playoffs, which he has, and their defense is terrible. Same thing with like Chase Brown. If he makes the turn, their defense is terrible. DeAndre Swift. Now we're seeing their defense is terrible and their offense is very powerful. This is why I'm saying I have a chance. Is every player I have is on a good offense with a terrible defense. You have to score. You have to try to score points. They're always going to try to score. That's the only reason. Kincaid is the number one target for one of the best quarterbacks in the league, Josh Allen. He's the red zone guy. Like these are the reasons why I think I can compete. I think Slayton is a decent flex option for the rest of the season because he's the number one guy. Now, obviously, he's been inconsistent with catching the ball, but for him being a flex option with upside and a possible stack with Jackson, those are why I think I have a chance. Because obviously they're under projected and they're not elite talented players, but that's just where my head's at.
Yeah,
that's what I believe, and I believe in my team more than anybody else believes in my players. Nobody's offering me trades. Nobody wants anything to do with my team, rightfully so.
I don't want anything to do with your team.
I think
because the way he says let's put it this way. Obviously, it's his team, so he's gonna love his team. Not love his team. He's gonna be hopeful for his team. I think what's fair is like the problem I have with his team is when you look at his team, you also have every single reason to say a bad thing about his players. Like with my guys, I have JSN and I have Amon-Ra and I have
obviously
Tyler Warren and Waddle. All those players you really can't say a bad thing about. JSN and Amon-Ra, yeah, they're phenomenal. You look at DeAndre Swift. I would say to him, DeAndre Swift, Monangai looks crazy or looks crazy good.
He looks good, yeah.
They could start splitting more carries. Chase Brown has looked wildly inconsistent, and he only scored very well because they scored 42 points. And when your team scores 42 or 47 or whatever they scored, you're expecting their starting running back to have a bit more than 20. I just don't think he's crazy good. Same thing. Your team scored 47 points. And the number one receiver didn't get a single target, didn't get a single catch. So either the Bengals schemed to stop Rome Odunze and leave DJ Moore wide open.
Scheme for anything.
Or they just saw that DJ Moore was more open that game. I don't know.
I think
maybe they saw that DJ Moore was hot and they kept him
part of DeAndre Swift being out.
They used DJ Moore, yeah.
They used the part of DeAndre Swift being out. They used DJ Moore in those catching opportunities where Swift would be.
Shakir is a good flex option, but again, you tell me Shakir scores 22, I'd be like, I don't know. He's just that 12, 15 point per game kind of guy. Kincaid, phenomenal. Kincaid's the one player in the team that I can't say.
Top 5 tight end.
I can't say a single bad thing about Kincaid, but I think every other person, Garrett Wilson, dealing with a lot of injury on a terrible, terrible offense.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, is he the only target? Yes, but so is Chris Olave.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you know.
Garrett Wilson's
so is Calvin Ridley.
Well, let's have.
They're the only option. They're the only option. Garrett Wilson hasn't played games. He's hurt, and the games he did play, like we're okay.
He's missed 3, I think now.
Yeah,
and then there's this bye week. So
yeah, I think I just think that every player has a bit of.
Dude, I won without Garrett Wilson.
You did, yeah. You beat me. Yeah,
I'm just saying, bro.
I just complained for 10 minutes about how terrible my team is.
No, I know. But your team's not terrible. That's the problem.
That's the difference. One hot take I will say, I think JSN is overrated fantasy wise. Player wise, he is a phenomenal
interesting take.
Fantasy player. I think he is overrated as a fantasy player.
He's a top 3 wide receiver.
Because
of his usage, yeah.
Because of his usage, but he doesn't get touchdowns. Every single week, like it is.
He didn't get a touchdown this last week.
It's so awesome to have a guy get 22 points. It's phenomenal. But every single week it's 22. And it's the same stat line. It's 7 catches for $130.
What is he? That's
he? Awesome.
What wide receiver is he this year?
Probably 3.
Let me look.
He's consistent. He is phenomenally consistent. Probably 3, right?
2 behind, I assume, Chase still.
Right. But he's probably not top. He's probably not top 15 in a fantasy game. There's probably 15 players that have scored more than him in a fantasy game. His highest is 30.
Like, okay. That's a weird way to put it, but I get what you're saying.
I just think
you're saying top 15 fantasy performances of the year.
You're correct.
He's not there.
Correct.
Like, that's a weird. Okay.
Yeah. I love his consistency. But it's also
that doesn't move the needle for me, in my opinion. I get the idea.
You give me a guy every single week that scores 22, 23. It's awesome.
Like, those top 15 performances will win you a week. I get
Bingo.
What you're saying. I get what you're saying. He can have those.
He has it.
He can have those. He can, though.
Okay.
He did it last year.
That's why
30 points is a week-winning performance. 30 points is a week-winning performance.
Correct.
That's like 10 points above his projection.
100%. I'm not saying he's awesome to have on fantasy. He's phenomenal to have.
On this.
He's phenomenal to have. I just
disagree.
don't think he's like I don't know. I don't think he's a weak winner.
I think he's literally on the exact. He's on the Jamar Chase. He's a tier 1 player. It's Jamar Jettas.
I would rather have Jamar Chase.
I would rather. When we were talking about Jamar for the JSN trade, I regret not doing that.
I think Jamar Chase
I would have been very happy.
I feel like Jamar Chase almost been better since that we talked about that.
He said yes. He's been better since we talked about that. Yes, but I still would have. I regret taking that trade and not taking that trade.
I think JSN's cooler to have in your team.
I like JSN more than Jamar Chase this year and the rest of the season.
Fair enough.
That's what I think.
We'll leave it at that.
That's just what I believe. Yeah.
So for our next
all right.
For our next segment, we're going to do something that the guy who edits our videos recommended, Derek. He said that we should do like a Player of the Week segment, which is super cool. Something just to add something in, a bit of a change.
Yeah.
So for my Player of the Week that I decided to choose, wasn't necessarily a player because like I said, you can choose the stud players from last week. Obviously, somebody like Brock Bowers who had 3 touchdowns, double-digit catches, 100 and something yards. Awesome, phenomenal game he had, but he didn't win. So at the end of the day, the Player of the Week should be somebody who helped contribute your team, who helped significantly contribute towards your team's win. They didn't get a win. So I'm probably never going to choose somebody on a losing team. So with that being said, my player or players of the week is the Steeler defense. The Colts offense was top 3 in the league, is top 3 in the league, with the best running back in the league, looking rough, a lot of questions about their identity. Are they going to win the division? Are they a true contender? Did we pay all this money for all these big names for nothing? This, that, and the other thing. And they came out and showed up in the biggest way. At Indianapolis, a statement win. My Player of the Week is the Steelers defense for those reasons.
It's a great choice. Yeah. I totally agree. Obviously, they came out number 1 defense or number 1 offense, pretty much shut them down. Pretty much the whole game. You good?
Yeah, sure.
Pretty much the whole game, and it's nice to see kind of them turn the corner. Obviously, they lost Minka because they traded Minka for Jalen Ramsey. So Minka's their captain of the defense. He's their play caller. So I think maybe that might be contributing now that they're transitioning further into the season. They're getting more comfortable with a new play caller, and it's turning out pretty good. My player this week, I'm going to choose Caleb Williams because even before this week, obviously he had the number 1 quarterback week, 38 points. Bengals defense, there's things you could say against it. But overall, that Bears offense, I'm really excited for. I could be more, obviously skewed because I have 2 players on that offense, and they both performed pretty well this week. Well, just DJ Marcus Swift was out. But the Bears offense is only going to get better throughout the year and more competitive, and their defense is questionable. So I think Caleb Williams honestly is a really talented player. And I think he can do a lot of things, especially in fantasy, but he has looked pretty good. I like the way they use him in the trick plays, getting a lot of catches. I think he's going to be pretty good. He runs the ball. He's been making better decisions. I'm confident in his growth throughout the year.
I don't think he's that good. I think he had a good week against a bad defense, against the worst defense in the league.
That's fair. I think he's looked pretty decent throughout the year.
Okay.
He's gotten better, is what I like to see. And
I'm not disagreeing. He was the player of the week, but I disagree necessarily that I think he's looked better, but I don't think he's anything crazy special. Maybe that's just coming from a Bear hate, but
that's okay.
Yeah,
that's my player of the week. All right, so we got to mention the trades that happened this week.
Yeah, it'd be hard not to. With the trade deadline happening on Monday, I believe, November 4th. So today's the 5th. So it was yesterday.
Yeah, it was like
yesterday was the trade deadline.
Yep.
A lot of honestly not a lot as much as we thought. We thought we'd see a lot more big wide receiver moves. Pretty much all the massive trades that happened came from the same team, and that being the Jets.
Yeah,
you're a Jet fan. You're struggling this week, not necessarily because of what you got. If you are just looking at what you got, you'd be absolutely stoked. But you gave up a generational talent in Sauce Gardner and another one in Quentin Williams.
You gave up 2 elite defensive players.
And I think if you're gonna question what players you should trade it, if anything, it should have been Breece Hall and Garrett Wilson. Yeah. Not that those players are bad and should be tradable, but with the comments and the tweets that Breece Hall has been making and the injury kind of that Garrett Wilson has been lingering with, I guess getting rid of that and taking your horrible offense is not a bad play, but instead you get rid of the good part of your team. Mm-hmm. Granted, 3 first-round picks, a second, and a defensive tackle and return. He's pretty good. But
yeah.
man,
I think the
mind you, Sauce went to the Colts, by the way.
yeah, which is great.
Huge.
They called their shot, but they did pay for it.
They did.
They paid big for it.
Two first-round draft picks.
And obviously, I know we got a clown on him because he had the fumble out of the back of the end zone. But Adonai Mitchell, the wide receiver they got, if they ever end up getting rid of Garrett Wilson for whatever reason, fantasy-wise, next year he's somebody I'm going to keep an eye out. Because he's going to be, unless they draft somebody, which they could, obviously, with all this, draft capital they've picked up. Adonai Mitchell's a good wide receiver.
Adonai Mitchell is a
fun. I like.
He's one of those fun guys that it's like the kind of like the JMO type beat where it's like
absolutely.
He's like, whoa, what does he have to offer? He's speedy, he's flashy, but he obviously does some stupid stuff as we've seen. So
definitely, he could get that figured out. They could have a pretty explosive offense.
Yeah,
keeping Breece Hall, keeping Garrett Wilson, having Adonai Mitchell. And if Justin Fields can make the turn, or if they can, well, he's not making the turn. That's over. But if they could find a quarterback in the first round, that'd be great.
Yeah, I mean, safe to say after this year, I think Justin Fields' career as a starting NFL quarterback, as sad as it is to say, is over.
He'll be a backup forever, for a while, a few years.
And that's a bummer.
Yep. But, I mean, you never really had it.
Happens all the time, Yep. So, yeah. So, the trades, massive. Very curious to see what the Colts do with that. Adding to a pretty good defense already.
Good pickup by the Cowboys. Quinnen Williams is
good pickup by the Cowboys, but again, it's weird. It's like you're not really in a state to go being competitive. So why? I don't know.
He always thinks he's competitive. But they're 3-5-1 now.
Jerry Jones might be the most clown of an owner ever.
They're 3-5-1 right? Because they lost to
3-5-1.
I mean, they really got to
run the table losing to the Cardinals is absolutely ridiculous.
They got to run the table to make the playoffs. Basically, nearly. I mean, they make it.
And their schedule doesn't get any easier. They play the Chiefs. They play the Lions. They play the Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, 10-6-1, 9-7-1 probably doesn't make the playoffs.
I would definitely say 8-1 doesn't.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I like Quinnen Williams a lot, and I think the trade for Quinnen Williams is more fair than the Sauce Gardner trade. But we'll see. I mean, it's a good pickup for the Cowboys. And the Jets are just selling. The Jets are just tanking. They're giving up, which sucks.
They should.
The Jets
are horrible. But again,
it's really hard to watch.
Back to misery in New York. Another year of both New York teams not making the playoffs.
It is what it is.
And another year of absolute despise and torture.
Bills. Go Bills.
Those are the real New York football team.
Yeah, the only one we got. All right.
So to wrap it up, we're gonna just finish off some trivia. So obviously a much more eventful week, so we're a bit longer now. So you want to start with your trivia, kiddo, or you want to start with mine?
All right. So I have. This is a little longer one. It's 15 players. So it's the top 15 players, quarterbacks all time in game-winning drives.
Okay.
So these are
all time.
These are classic names, all time.
Okay.
I mean,
ready?
These are all-time great quarterbacks.
I'm gonna rip them off. Ready?
Okay. Yes.
Tom Brady.
1.
Peyton Manning.
2.
Drew Brees.
3.
Phillip Rivers.
14.
Matt Stafford.
5.
Eli Manning.
12.
All time.
All time.
Jesus. Dan Marino.
Great guess. 6. Good start.
Aaron Rodgers.
Good start. Aaron Rodgers. Yep. 13.
Brett Favre.
Yep. 8. Good guess. There's 2 that are hard.
Carson Wentz.
No.
Oh, Matt Ryan.
Yes. Okay. Well, good. 7.
I actually saw a TikTok today about the reason I guessed that. By the way, I saw a TikTok today about how he's actually 5th in the league right now for current players in game-winning drives.
Yeah.
Yes, because they were talking about his injury, and there was like a weird stat about him. Besides the point, it was a fun guess. So I'm at 10. I had 10 out of 15 right now.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So you're missing 4.
Can you just tell me? I'm missing 5 in total. So 5 players. Can you tell me how many are, just to keep like this moving, how many are playing and how many are retired?
1 is playing. From
One
the
is
remaining
playing.
From the remaining players you have. 1 is playing.
I already said Matt Stafford. Jared Goff?
No.
Yeah, bad guess.
Correct.
Homer pick.
Homer pick. There's one that's
Joe Flacco.
No, he's not the current one. That's a better guess.
Is it a current starting quarterback?
No.
Darn. It's gonna be a lot harder.
There's one that's he's a really old player.
Okay, John Elway.
Good guess. Not the person I was talking about.
Joe Namath.
No,
Not
but that era of quarterback. Yep.
Johnny Unitas, is that his
You
name?
got it. Good job,
Unitas.
Johnny Unitas. Great
Colt,
job.
right? Colt?
Colt, yes.
That's
Baltimore Colt.
That's a heck of a
That's
pull,
a
by the
good
way.
guess, dude. That's a good guess. Namath beat him in the Super Bowl that year.
And Joe Namath. Okay, so let's just, I can just say a bunch of more legendary
All right, so
names.
you're missing 9, 10, and 15.
Any more crazy old heads?
There's an older, like when I said old head, you said Elway?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that era.
Terry Bradshaw?
No, that's older than Elway.
Troy Aikman?
No.
Steve Young?
No.
Joe Montana?
Montana is not on this list.
Okay.
That's insane. Is it just me or is Joe Montana overrated?
100%. Him and
Hot take, but like
and Troy Aikman, low key.
hot take, but there's been a few like on YouTube. You'll be scrolling through and they have like the polls, and there was one that was like all in their prime who's getting cut, and it was like Rodgers, Mahomes. No, it was Montana, Mahomes, Brady.
Is the current playing with Mahomes?
Huh? No, not the people I'm about to name are on this list.
Okay, cool.
So, it was Montana, Mahomes, Peyton, and Brady. So you got Brady, Peyton Manning, and Montana, and then Mahomes was the new one. And it was like, who would you cut? And I'm like, I'm choosing Montana.
Right.
Personally. Peyton Manning and Tom Brady are top 3 all time.
Right.
And Mahomes, by the end of his career, will be top 3 all time. Montana is, I know he's got Super Bowls and they're winning teams, but like, there's just no way that Montana was a better quarterback than Mahomes. It's just impossible. I just don't. Anyway, sorry. So you have 4.
Russell Wilson.
Great guess. He is the current player, the last current player you have. So you're missing 4 and 15.
I'm doing pretty good with this.
You're doing a great job. You can get the 4th one. You can definitely
15,
get the 4th.
like no chance.
Unlikely.
Is 4th just like a generational quarterback?
He was a great quarterback and will be a Hall of Famer.
Will be.
Definitely.
Will be.
Uh-huh.
So hasn't been out of the league long enough. Retired, but not out of the league long enough. Ben Roethlisberger.
Great guess.
Sorry.
No, that's a perfect guess.
Yeah, I just got it. I was going by team. And then the last, can you just give me a division for the last one?
AFC South. AFC South.
Okay. Like that's his most well-known team. I'm assuming
they're not that team anymore.
Okay, so it's either
But they were in this division, but now they're a new team. They're rebranded. Same city rebrand.
Okay, so it's probably same city.
Same city rebranded. So who's in the AFC South?
AFC South. Okay, it's Texans. So Oilers. Oh, Warren Moon.
Great guess. Good job, Warren Moon. That was kind of a giveaway.
It seems like he's always. I wouldn't have got to him. He seems like he's one that's in every like legendary trivia. You don't realize how good
he's
he was.
a great quarterback.
Yeah, I would love to watch some history on him.
I'm gonna say some crazy stuff. Warren Moon's a better quarterback than Joe Montana. That's my hot take of the day.
I would love to.
Joe Montana's terrible.
Obviously, we weren't around that time. I would love to look back and watch some Warren Moon highlights.
One thing I've
always wanted to do and go back and watch old Super Bowls, like the whole game, just to see.
He can spin it, dude. I'm telling you.
Okay, I got a couple of easy trivias for you, a little bit quicker ones, because obviously we do have to wrap up. This is a longer episode. So the first one, according to CBS Sports, give me the best players by jersey number 1 through 9.
According to CBS, best players. So 1 through 9 by jersey number. What do you mean, like 0, 1? Like
no, just number 1, number 2. Who's the best player with each jersey number? Numbers 1 through number 9.
So the best player that wears number 1.
Bingo.
Okay.
Then number 2. Then number 3.
Is
then
that
number 4.
Sauce?
Nope.
For number 1.
It's not.
Number 1, Jalen Hurts.
Nope. I guess this is harder than I think.
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase. Okay, good.
Okay,
yeah, you can just keep ripping, dude.
Because
I'm not going to do strikes. I'm not going to do anything like that. I see the teams, and with the teams, this makes this trivia.
Pat Surtain.
Yes.
Okay, 3.
This is a tough one. 3, I think, now that I think about it.
Oh, goodness. We're going to skip that.
I will give you a division, AFC West.
Okay, AFC West is... Okay, that's No, that's NFC.
Yeah, I forgot he doesn't know his
Bear with
divisions.
me, brother. AFC. That's the Broncos,
Mhm.
Chiefs. Okay. 3.
Mhm.
It's safety Chargers.
Yep.
I forget his name again. He was in a different trivia.
Yep. You can go number 4.
Yeah.
Number 4. Where's jersey number 4?
This is okay. Number 4. It's not coming to me, obviously.
It's okay.
129.
I will say, I just might give away this answer, but majority of the remaining ones are going to be quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So
I figured. Oh, Stafford's 9, right?
Stafford is 9.
Okay.
But you'd think there's another player that's a better quarterback than Stafford
Oh.
at number 9.
Oh.
So you can jump numbers. Like you don't have to go in order 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Or 3. 3 is the Charger safety. You got it right. His name's Derwin James.
Yeah, Derwin. I just forget. I just didn't want to waste time on it.
You called exactly who he is. So you have 4 through 9 left, and majority. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's only one non-quarterback.
Okay. So hold on. 9's not Stafford. It's a better
I
quarterback.
wish it was Stafford.
It's a better quarterback.
It is a better quarterback. Unfortunately, it's a better quarterback. It's a top 5 quarterback in the league.
Oh, is Rodgers the 8 number?
No, there's a much better number 8.
Dude, it's
Okay,
easier for you because you can see the player.
I'll go through and give
number 9 quarterback. I'm gonna have to go through every team in order.
Okay, let's just do. I'll give you division. We'll do AFC North for number 9, AFC North for number 8.
Oh, is Lamar wears number
Lamar's
9?
number
See,
8.
that's like Lamar's number 8. Sorry. See, I don't remember these players by number.
Gotcha.
Like Lamar's 8. I thought he was 9 for a second. Oh, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow's number 9.
Burrow's 9. Okay.
Number 4.
That's embarrassing.
Number 4, number 5 are embarrassing.
Like a little embarrassing.
Because I know the numbers, but it does make it
easy.
like when I did this trivia on my phone, I saw all the teams, so it was easy to rip them off what player they were. But
okay,
but
number
not knowing Lamar's number 8 is
Burrow 9 is
Burrow 9 is pretty
tough.
funny too. Number 4, number 5 are in the same division, and number 6 and number 7 are in the same division. All NFC teams. All right.
Okay.
Grow up.
Number 4, all NFC teams.
All NFC teams 4 through 7. 6 and 7 are in the same division. 4 and 5 are in the same division.
Like a deer in headlights.
4 and 5 are in your division.
5, Jaden Daniels.
5, Jane Daniels.
There's probably nobody better than him.
That's exactly it.
At 5, nobody wears the number 5. 4.
Your division.
4.
He's clearly the best. He might be the best. One of the best players.
Dak?
Dak. He's phenomenal.
Dude, I'm not getting these without hints. Like I forgot Dak.
And then 6 and 7 are AFC South. Stop.
Okay, so one's a quarterback and one's not.
Correct.
Is Baker
Mayfield
the 6?
Yep. And then
Okay.
number 7 is a skill position player.
And they're in the same division?
Mm-hmm.
Number 7?
Yep. Skill position player, phenomenal skill position. Arguably the best.
Same division as Baker.
Yep, one of the best in his position. Arguably the best. Arguably.
Oh, Bucky?
Nope.
Okay.
Bucky is number 7 though.
He's number
Fair.
7.
So not the Bucks.
No, yeah, different.
Not the
same
Saints.
team, but obviously not the same. Panthers,
It's the last team in that division.
Falcons. Bijan.
Okay, this next one you might have a better stab at. Okay. Since
That was good. That was a good one.
Oh, that was-
I'm just not good.
this
at
one's
that.
much better for ball knowledge. Since 2013, there have been 16,000-yard wide receivers in their rookie season. Just name 10. It's not gonna. There's gonna be
Odell.
no strikes.
Wait.
No strikes. No anything. One you get wrong because I'm allowing you to do 10 out of 16.
Okay.
Okay.
So if
you're
I get one
you're-
wrong, it's over.
bingo. So be very careful. Odell, correct.
Okay, good.
2014.
I was like, because he was, yeah, okay. So 2014,
That's one.
Odell. Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson, number 2.
Jamar Chase.
Number 3, 2021. You don't have to tell me a year. Just tell me the receiver.
Marv didn't get there.
You can ask for one hint if you want, just to speed it along.
Good tight ends count.
Nope. Receivers. Just receivers.
Oh no, I just had him. Did Ladd get there?
Yes, Lad did get there last year.
Okay.
Good guess. How many is that? 4?
Yeah.
Okay, 4.
Okay. See, the thing is, like, okay, Antonio Brown is not in this list. It's since 2013, you said, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
There's been 16. You got to name 10.
Jeez. I get no strikes.
There's-
one hit. Is there an Eagles player?
That's the hint you want?
Yes.
Nope.
Okay.
That's a good hint.
Good hint. Good hint. I was gonna guess Devonta Smith. Obviously.
Gotcha. I think he had high 900s or 800s, I
He was
believe.
close.
There was, I mean, you got to think, there was a couple last year. Like, Lad wasn't the only one, obviously.
Puka!
So, Puka, good.
Puka.
Awesome.
All right, that's 5. Puka. Sheesh, man. Oh, Malik Neighbors.
Malik Neighbors. How many is that?
6. Neighbors. Okay. See, like Drake London is close, but I don't think he got there. I guess Jefferson and Chase. Devontae was drafted before 2013.
I'm sorry. Your question of the. Okay, I'll give you another hint. There is an Eagle play. He wasn't on the Eagles when he did it.
That's what I mean when I say
Okay,
it. But now that's
my
too big of
fault,
a hint.
my
I won't
fault.
guess that player.
Okay, you
I
can't
won't
use that
guess
player,
that
but you
player.
could have another hint. Okay, because I said it wrong.
I
AJ
appreciate
Brown
that.
had 1,050 yards in 2019. He
You
was
answered
not
the
an Eagle
question
player.
correctly.
I thought I did too.
Correctly.
But you have another hint, but you can't use him. So now it's 10 out of 15
that's
essentially.
Fine. That's fine. Yeah, you answered my question.
Okay, so you still have another hint that I'll give you.
Okay. 2013. Is there a Niners player on this list?
No.
Okay.
A lot of these are just good wide receivers.
I know, but I'm scared to guess because I don't know if it's like, see, again, like Garrett Wilson, I don't remember if he got there or not, but it was like either he just got there or Garrett Wilson.
Garrett Wilson, correct.
Yeah, because he just got there.
Yeah, man,
like,
just trust your gut, you know?
There was Olave.
There you go.
See, I remember he got there.
Both in the same year.
Yep.
Great job.
How
many you at?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need 2 more.
Woo! We're getting close. That's why I wanted to do no strike, because I feel like no strike was more fair if I'm giving you 10 out of 16. Within the last, since 2020, you're only missing 2 people. One of them being last year. That's your last hint.
Since 2020. Well, thank you for the extra hint. So
you're missing 2 since 2020. Everybody else.
So
is after
rookie
that.
last year, meaning same draft class as Malik Neighbors, right?
Yes, and arguably better than him.
Well, nobody's better than Malik Neighbors.
I apologize for the technical difficulties again. We're still trying to get some stuff straightened out with the new phone and our mics, and hopefully next week we'll have an actual camera and hopefully some actual mics. We're trying to improve our setup. We're going to get some real chairs. We might get a table in here that we were talking about. So a lot of cool things are coming our way for improvements. The reason we're telling you this right now in the middle of a trivia is we had to switch recording devices, and obviously you might not be able to hear us as well now because we can't get our mics to work with this new phone. Hopefully in the few weeks coming up we'll have that fixed, but we apologize for I guess the bit of unprofessionalism. But again, at the end of the day,
we're just starting this thing.
We're trying to get it.
We're getting better.
Yeah.
We're slowly improving. We'll get a table. We'll get real chairs. We'll get real mics eventually.
Right. Christmas coming around. We're hoping to really improve our setup and make it look a lot cooler.
We'll get better.
We'll
get a flag.
Get like a banner in front. Yeah.
We get a banner of our logo.
Cool things are coming. But honestly, to see the support we have right now, the constant,
slowly growing,
almost 100 views of the almost thousands of you that are watching our shorts. It's been, awesome. It's so good to see you guys.
Really
whether it's on accident or on purpose, we like all the support, and always tell us what we can do to get better, because we're trying to. So back to the trivia. Okay. Now we can take as much time as we want.
Yeah.
So he just needs 2 left with no strikes. I still remember all the players. So.
Yeah, which is great for you. See, like there's so many different players that I'm on the line with, where it's like
just shoot some names. I'm not gonna say
Metcalf, for example. I don't want to look at you because I don't want any hints. But
like I'm gonna say stone-faced.
Metcalf, for example, is somebody who I think got there, but I don't know. It was either he's just got there or he didn't. It was like just there's so many names that are just flying, and like Marv did get there. I'm trying to remember, like Keenan Allen's too old. I think these are things I think. I don't know. 2013 was a long time ago.
12 years ago.
Okay, so 12 years, 10-year veterans. I mean, pretty much everybody that's in the league was drafted by them, every skill position player. So I'd probably be in just one that was good.
You have to choose the
Brian Thomas Jr.
Brian Thomas Jr.
He was the one who got it
Nice.
last year.
Yeah, definitely not no more hints though, for sure.
No, I don't need
So
one
yes,
more.
Brian
He should
Thomas
be
Jr.,
okay.
which arguably was better than
Yeah, but he's not. He was.
the
but
neighbors.
he's not.
Like no,
It was a better
I mean
season.
having a better season. Yeah. No,
He
definitely
was the
better.
better wide receiver last year.
Agreed.
He looked great last year.
I think the reason why Neighbors was so good was because of his target share. Not to say, but I think Brian Thomas Jr. had a more impressive season.
I agree.
Especially with the way he was drafted too, like a little lower, a little less expected. So kind of a bit of a Puka story in a way. But,
Jefferson's story too, a little bit, but
Yes.
he's not nearly as Jefferson.
and he's not. I mean, it wasn't nearly as miraculous as Puka.
Puka was like 5th round, I think.
6, I think.
6, yeah. It was
BYU.
deep. It was deep. Okay, last guess.
Last guess. Finish it
Um,
up.
I want it to be a good one.
Okay.
Mike Evans.
Mike Evans. There it is. 10.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen was on the list. He was the most.
He
He
was
was,
on
the
it, yeah.
latest. He was the 2013 guy.
Okay, cool.
Also on the list, Jalen Waddle.
Okay, yeah.
Was on there. Again, there's a couple other names. I was only looking at the ones I thought you would
Metcalf
get.
was not on.
Metcalf was definitely not on there.
Yeah.
I know that for a fact.
He had like
so
900.
must have. So
It was
yeah,
close.
so good trivia. Way to go. No strikes. I mean, a couple hints
Thank
to keep it moving, but yeah.
Yeah. No, that was good.
Yeah, so another great pod, like I said, besides necessarily the technical difficulties and the fact that this is the last episode with this chair, I'm unfortunately going to have to try on his level now, sadly.
Yeah, he's
So-
gonna get tall. We're gonna have to raise the camera up because he's way taller than me. I don't know if you guys.
I'm 6'4", Louis 5'3".
All right, I'm not 5'3". That's.
It's time for this shit to go, sadly.
I'm not 5'3".
Sorry for the scene you're getting right now, but how funny is that?
I'm not 5'3".
We're gonna have 2 chairs next time. We're gonna have a table and hopefully a new camera and a computer. So if you see a computer in front of us, we're gonna be more official. We're gonna have more stats. Hopefully what will be cool is we can quickly go to hey, let's check that when we're talking about stuff.
Absolutely.
And hopefully we have something that won't die on us for a second week in a row. But again, thank you for coming out. Wrap it up, Lou.
Thank you for showing up. Appreciate the support we've gotten, the views we've gotten. Keep spreading the word. Keep leaving likes and comments. We saw a few comments. We appreciate that. We forgot to mention Rico Dowdle as the 200-yard rusher last week when we did our trivia. Somebody put a comment about that. You're right. But some of our trivia is outdated. But appreciate
some of the true isn't week by week. Yes.
Yeah. So appreciate all the likes, all the support. Keep watching, keep spreading the news, and we'll see you next week.
Awesome.